program complete. Auto-engage time sequence synchronized.
Hello everyone, welcome back to an episode of Jamie Plays with me, Jamie. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Stellaris. We're playing as the United Nations of Earth, and we're almost finished with these exterminators. I wanted to finish them in the last episode, but fortunately it was not to be, but that's okay. So, regenerating flagella. Even with our xenocontamination precautions, something went wrong. As the Matriarch's flagella entered Earth's capital, it somehow got in contact with one of the handlers, and instantly, flagella started reacting. Pulsating, ripping appendages began growing from the trophy, first forming an indistinct, churning mass of flesh. Over time it became more detailed, and to our surprise, assumed the shape of the unfortunate handler. It seems that regenerative powers of the Matriarch who accepted the DNA of our kind and is now in the process of generating more humans. Use this to feed the onlookers, or let its reaction run its course. Let's try let the reaction run its course and see what happens there.
Red alert. Spaceport
we've got
under
a
fire.
new
Construction
president
completed.
again. Actually, no, it's the same one. That's nice. Oh, end of the Caval's Empire. So they've been destroyed. And we've received some refugees. That's excellent. How is this fight coming along? It's coming along.
Blocker cleared.
Okay, we've also got the Astral Rint event pending. So, we analysed the peculiar pink soil that we collected and confirmed the existence of a wider mineral-based biological organism. We believe that this material and the crimson substance that crushed our tool is part of the same living being, the planet itself. Our hypothesis is that this sentient planet manufactured its own ecosystem designed to continuously provide it with highly nutritious and submissive livestock. The soil has remarkable fertilization properties and explains the extreme density of the vegetation on the planet's surface. We've been able to apply some of the principles to our own farming methods. Nano-vitality crops. That's excellent.
Research concluded.
Yeah, excellent. And we're about to get the Citadel, which is excellent. Situation calm on the Astral Planet. So they've been settled down a bit since the successful extraction of our rogue scientist. Without her to interpret the data, technical schematics she brought with her are of no use to the people of Astral Planet. The pre-FTLs are gradually reverting to their old ways, which is the Renaissance Age. Cool.
A new world has been colonized.
A bright day has greeted the packed crowds of Ensopus Prime today as the procession carrying our proof of the destruction of the dimensional horror traveled through the planet's cities. The parade's progress was broadcast throughout our empire to billions of viewers. The horrific inverse mass already seems to have become a staple of human culture, inspiring artists and creators across the United Nations of Earth. After finishing the world tour, the horrific inverse mass was placed in a specialized display at the center of the capital to inspire generations to come. So, all that research, as well as unity gained, and it concludes the situation.
Knowledge is the key
What's nice
to
is,
the universe.
oh, hold on. Do I have research jobs? I don't have research jobs here. That's kind of annoying. So, well, let's do our research first. So let's now go for... only Stormcaster. Let's do the ancient micro batteries. Hold on. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. Here. Kinetic weapon, fire rate, devastator torpedoes. Let's go for these civilian replica complexes. So the Astral Rift has been finished. We don't need to worry about that. Tradition available. Trust and growth cap. Diplomatic acceptance +5. Or monthly federation cohesion. Border friction. Maybe let's go down this path for right now. So we've also taken this planet, of which there's nothing special here. We'll just get rid of those. And then all of our basic stuff. So assembly, let's go for the medical center, and we want the holotheaters, and then we want some cloning vats. I'm going to specialize for civilian industries, and we'll leave it at that.
We are being hailed.
So, you want peace? Drain on our resources. We're going to decline
Blocker
that.
cleared.
We're going to keep declining that,
Knowledge
although we're
is
actually
the
fighting
key to
two
the
simultaneous
universe.
wars against them. So
Red
I'm
alert.
hoping,
Spaceport under fire.
even if we are forced to finish before. Oh, let's go for the job efficiency for upgraded capital buildings. So even if we're forced to peace out here, we still have this second one that we can do. Smuggler outpost, we've cleared them out. Oh, we can clear them out. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do.
The pre-FDL civilization knows of our
Feudal
existence.
realms. Greeting
We can now
friends.
engage
We're
in
more
limited
like than you
diplomacy with the
realise.
planet's leadership, depending
So
on
what do
our
we need
policy
here?
stance.
Oh, we need transport armies. You know, well, I guess we're going to build another transport army here. Recruit a human transport army. I'll give you an upgrade because we can. Oh, end of the Corinth Free Warriors. Forces from the Tuvarian hegemony has destroyed the last massive space stations. So that's one of the marauders
completed.
that was down here. Oh, Corinth refugees allowed to resettle here on Prismus. We will give them new homes.
Red alert.
Yeah, so there was one
Spaceport under
here,
fire.
and now this one is going to be destroyed next. So, Astral Rift, Fungal Crown. Descending through the unrelenting torrent of wind, we maneuvered through the thick sulphurous clouds of spores until we entered a weather-shielded cave. After navigating the tight passages, we encountered a huge chamber with a high ceiling, thick stalactites dripping cloudy liquid into jaundiced soil, which was replete with a yellow fungus. Between the clusters of mushrooms, colonies of insects skittered briskly along the damp terrain, and pale vegetation grew in the gloom, moss coated with steep walls, and a thick haze of spores hung in the stagnant air. Within the cave, we detected a weak field of electricity, a network of impulses and synapses that seemingly connects the various fungal clusters. Perhaps we can tap into this network and communicate with the mushrooms. We can certainly try. So, we've got our max for trade, but there's really nothing we need. Minor artifacts. Let's go here and do some of this stuff. Oh, research speed plus 10% for 5 years. Let's do peaceful applications for efficient manufacturing and sell to collectors. Lone objects. So our drone has transmitted a report from inside the object. Unfortunately, most of the compartments with it obscured by a thick cloud of carbon dust and have proven difficult to maneuver around. Initial analysis have revealed high amounts of astral fabric interwoven in the carbon particles. It should be possible to harvest this material should we take the time to do so. Visible through the further cracks deep within the structure, we can see signs of an inner chamber. Exploring further will require more destructive exploration. Let's engage in the destructive exploration, if we can.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Okay, so we've taken this planet. So, you now need... So there's no planet in Felix, so we just need this fleet to take Felix. This one, you're going to move here and land your armies on Psi, of which there's a good amount, but that should be fine. Yeah, fingers crossed it will be fine. Oh, we've got a system here that we need to take as well. So once you've done that, move there. Raid the smuggler base. So we should soon have the army. Yep, and then we will be able to raid
Engaging
that.
hostile station.
Let's get rid of those. The other thing is these stations. Do we need these stations? You know what? We need to downgrade something, and this trade hub looks like an excellent one to downgrade. Bastion. These detection arrays, I don't think we need you anymore. Definitely don't need you. The Bastion here, we definitely don't need you. Trade hub here, nope. Trade hub. Yeah, again, I'm going to get rid of that one. And then we're now at 33, so that's good. So this Star Fortress is now ours, and we don't need any of that, but I guess we'll just leave it for now. So, a bright day greeted the packed crowds on Earth today as a procession carrying our proof of destruction of the Tianqi matriarch traveled through the planet's cities. The parade progressed as the broadcast throughout our empire's billions of viewers. Anyway, after finishing the world tours, the flagello was placed on specialized display at the center of the capital to inspire generations to come. Monthly organic pop growth +1. That's excellent.
Blocker cleared.
So, what we can do is we can do a bunch of upgrades to those. Actually, do I want this Bastion upgraded?
Our forces are
Probably
making
not,
planetfall.
actually. We don't really need much around here. However,
Red
I'll just do
alert.
this shipyard
Spaceport
first.
under fire. Blocker cleared.
So, raid the smuggler base. We should be able to do that now.
Blocker.
Let's have you research that. So we've also lost a scientist, Sabaru Sakamoto. That's It's a shame. But let's have the... yeah, let's say fitting send-off.
Red alert.
And now
Spaceport
we've
under
got...
fire.
Oh, we've got this random ship here. Let's give you an upgrade. Give you an upgrade. Yeah, those actually shouldn't be separate, but yeah, who knows. Vengeance of the Corinths. A large fleet of Corinth mercenaries cross in the Tavarian hegemony. It looks like all of the Corinth mercenary outfits who were deployed elsewhere when the Tavarian hegemony smashed their last space station and put their defenses aside.
Ship upgrades applied.
Oh, they are my vassal. I should probably help them in some capacity. Well, I'm sure they'll be fine. They're a warlike people, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, that's
Construction
been lost.
completed.
Ironic.
Construction
However, consumer goods in
completed.
12 months. We definitely need more consumer goods. Let's buy lots like that. You've leveled up. Shipbreaker, artillery focus. Let's do artillery focus. These individual ships are going to merge with this star flock, like so. Those two fleets can upgrade. Yeah, you'll be there in 100 days. Oh, significant victory. That's
A special
excellent. So
project
we don't
has
have to worry about
concluded.
that. So, our civilian ships, one of our science vessels no longer has a scientist. So let's do you. And we're doing reconnaissance there. Not that we actually need
Construction
to anymore. So you know what? I'm going to change this and say... go like that.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
And then let's bring this transport fleet here. 250 days. That's the same. I guess let's bring you there. We'll see what happens.
Blocker cleared.
You're attacking those. That's going well. But this dimensional fleet. Let's have you... we can take this fleet, I thought.
Red alert. Spaceport under
Can we
fire.
move here? No functioning quantum
Engaging
catapults.
hostile
That is something
station.
else we can build. Once we've done all of this, I'm then going to have you move to the Sol system and build the quantum catapults. Not build around any stellar body in this one. How about Bernard Star? Nope. Alpha Centauri? Nope.
Construction
Nope.
completed. Red alert.
Nope. Sirius? Probably no. Okay, we'll look into that later. So, cannot be denied the intoxicating effects of the Igor Prime's atmosphere are enjoyable, or even helpful in some cases. No, we are going to shut it down, begin hallucinogen
Situation
removal,
log has been updated.
and we'll just go like that. And then, Tractile and Fertile, the inhabitants have enhanced their agricultural skills through experimentation with nutrient-rich fertilizers. The harvests are yielding high-quality produce, and the health of the society is improving. Yeah, let's continue to monitor their efforts from a distance. Oh, good, and it's been
the
cleansed.
special project has concluded.
is
Construction
perfect.
completed.
So Astral Boost, let's do that. We've also got, yeah, these 3 Rift events pending. So, we entered the orbit around the Gaia planet. We were immediately confronted by patrolling warships. Our attempted communications were met with silence. Patrol escorted us to their flagship, a heavily outfitted juggernaut, surrounded by dozens of support vessels. Landing our rift sphere in a huge hangar, we were immediately taken into custody by a raid of squad of soldiers. Their armored carapaces and jagged pincers recalled several known species of crustacean. Marching towards in perfect lockstep, they presented an intimidating image, but the beady eyes protruding from their armored heads were alert and intelligent. Let's see where this leads. So, on this wasteland, we were able to shut down the automated sanitization facility and recall all of its drones. Everything was left in full working order in case of return by native inhabitants. Failing that, for the benefit of archaeologists. However, we managed to harvest a significant amount of energy from the facility's power stores. Excellent. And then, Brave Custodians. Our controlled explosions have opened the way for a previously undetected cavity. Hidden behind the seal, this place was clearly designed to counter intrusion. It was filled to the brim with hostile entities. The sphere immediately retrieved the anchor, but many of the Guardians exited the rift with us and are following in our wake. Oh, we have a problem to deal with.
Our station is
So,
under
pause.
assault.
We've got this dimensional fleet here. Yeah, let's have you jump back. Oh, 1,065 days?
Red
Yeah, that is
alert.
not good.
Spaceport under fire.
Do we have anything closer? We say these ones. These 2 fleets. 3 fleets. Yeah, let's go here. And attack.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Boom, okay, 600, 800. Damn, it's gonna take a while.
Blockade
Evading
cleared.
hostiles. Yeah, what are they? Brave Guardians.
Red
Do they
alert.
actually take out
Spaceport
anything,
under
or is
fire.
it just...
We have
oh,
lost a spaceport.
destruction. They destroy everything. That is not great. They're now moving... oh, they might only stay in this place? Oh, I'm really hoping. Okay, that wouldn't be so bad. This one, I'm going to put you back on automatic construction. There's still stuff to do. That's those ones done. Let's give you an up... let's make you an industrialist. Get rid of these, like so. Then we've got this Windswept Planet one. So, tapping into the network's mycelial synapses, we issued a short current. Every mushroom cap stiffened suddenly, obviously bewildered by a new actor on their internal network, received a friendly of signals in response, but eventually we managed to decipher the fungus's transmission. An organism is a hive mind that views itself as the custodian of the planet's native species. Beneath the surface, all manner of flora and fauna are preserved and protected by the mycelial clusters. In exchange, the fungus consumes their waste as subsistence. However, a threat exists in this symbiotic relationship and the continued survival of the fungus itself. Resolution passed. Anything else we want? Yeah, we don't want to change this. Starbase. So, our transport armies... oh, you're not moving. Hold on. I definitely need you to move down here. And can these fleets... oh, you can move and attack these ones now, so let's do that. Oh, you're in the Sol system. Is that worth it? Well, let's also have you... so what we can do, these fleets that are on the move, these ones... let's actually have you... hold on, you're moving... yeah, let's have you all move here instead. Then we'll engage this later on. So,
Blockade
what else do we
cleared.
need to do? I don't think there's anything we actually need to do. At the moment, all of our civilian
station
ships are
is
doing
under
stuff, so
assault.
that's fine. Let's have a quick look at our... like these, we can... oh yeah, we've taken these ones, so we definitely should do stuff here. Management, actually, we can keep this as it is for right now. Nothing special here, so let's actually get rid of these. Actually, I will replace one of you with a Holo Theater, and that will be moved to the very top. Heavy Industry, let's do Alloy Foundries and replace with Alloy Foundries. Society Research, a lab, and let's just do this lab as well. You can do with an upgrade, we're making tons of moats. Speaking of, is there anything else we can do with moats in terms of edicts or things? Volatile land clearances, actually let's do that. Exotic gases, we're also doing great here, so let's do those two. We could do some of this artificing. How much are we making per month for the astral threads? 152. So actually no. We're still not making enough for these edicts here.
Red
Zero
alert.
additives.
Spaceport under fire.
We are making leader experience gain, leader lifespan plus 30 years. Let's actually do that. We are making more than +50 per year, and the rest we can just leave.
We are being hailed.
Oh, and the caravan fleet again. So, what can you offer us? 2,000 alloys if you grant us 15. Yeah, we can accept the deal. Doesn't really matter to us either way. So, you can do... Oh, hold on. You can do with an upgrade, however... So, on picks... We've got this gas refinery. Let's actually replace you like that. And we're going to replace you like that as well. We'll leave that as is. Management, you're mostly like robot workers there anyway, so we'll leave that as that is. There's nothing special here. Why are you doing the field dynamics? I mean, doesn't really get us anywhere, but whatever.
Blocker cleared.
You need places to live, so we actually need to build a couple of those. You could do with an upgrade, and civilian industries means civilian industries. You can do the same thing. You can do with an upgrade. And who's working here? All of you are robots, so we don't really need anything there. However, tons and tons of those would be nice. Mining districts. You could do with an upgrade, and we're going to repair you. Actually, we could do all of these upgrades as well. And you could do with an upgrade. Archives. Let's do... You want physics research. You know what? Let's actually change you for physics specialization. We'll give you an upgrade. Let's replace you. Clone Vats. I'm going to replace you with a Holo Theater. Then let's go for the medical center. Assembly. Let's go for one of those each. And the yards. Good. Any more upgrades? Yes, we can upgrade you. 1, 2, and 3. Replace you with the Alloy Reclamation Center. I'm going to replace you with the Clone Vats, and the last thing, let's go for... what do we want? Actually, let's look at the commercial stuff first. Let's just do commercial zones for those two, and we'll leave that last one. And then any more upgrades? Yes, you can upgrade. And you, I guess we're going for heavy industry there. You can also upgrade. As can you. As can you. And you. And you. And you. All the upgrades. Perfect.
Red alert. Spaceport under
So,
fire.
a dimensional fleet returned. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. So we've also got some in dimensional fleet, but I'm actually going to get rid of that. We've got 4 days until we force peace with this war. Hopefully that doesn't affect our other war. And actually what we can do, I'm going to definitely just cloak you just to make sure. Let's have you merge. Yeah, so get rid of that.
Blocker
And we've got the Grave Guardian. Ooh! Oh no, damn it. They're attacking this planet. Fleets, you're there. 200 days.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
Not going to be enough, but you will be there in 260 days. That's something. But we've got this... We've got a problem. We've definitely got a
Construction
problem.
completed.
Because this is...
Construction completed.
Actually, it looks like it's still doing fine. However, Ruby Crystal Shardlings, that's not great. So, Master Crafter, Mining Rush, Environmental Engineer, Spycraft, let's do Mining Rush. Commonwealth of Man and the Commonwealth of Lyvar are now at war. Commonwealth of Man are literally just these 3 systems, I think. 4. Oh, there's 2 down there as well. So they're basically done. That's it. So, what else could I do? You have not actually taken care of
Our
this at
forces
all.
are making planetfall.
But that's fine, I guess. This one, you're also just... Oh, you're sitting around
Red
there.
alert. Spaceport under fire.
Oh, let's give you an upgrade, because you should not be by yourself.
Our station is under assault.
And then those 2 can merge. What does that mean, the station is under assaults? So, come one, come all. So we've arrived in a bustling star system surrounded by numerous wormholes. Voidcraft of various shapes and sizes circle a central brightly lit space station. The enormous structure is covered with multicolored signs in garish, unfamiliar script. Seems like an entertainment facility designed to attract an audience for a grand spectacle. Given the number of vessels present, whatever show is taking place here, it has drawn an impressive crowd. Great. And the other one, Windswept Planet. The fungus guided us back to the cave entrance where the storm had subsided. A small reptilian creature hesitated at the threshold before crossing into the open waste. Almost immediately, a sharp current of wind scooped the reptile into the air. We could do nothing but watch as it was sliced into smaller and smaller pieces, only to be digested by enzymes in the air. Outside of the sanctuary maintained by the fungus, life on the surface is at the mercy of the carnivorous wind. Given its brutal accuracy and responsiveness, it's safe to assume the wind is at least somewhat sentient. Why don't we protect the ecosystem against the wind? Yeah, we really need to figure
Blocker
out
cleared.
that. We're going to be there in 300 days. I think with those 3, we can then
Blocker
attack the
cleared.
Grave Guardians and hopefully not lose this planet.
Construction
What I
completed.
would like to do, this construction ship, I'm going to move you down here as well. Yeah,
Blocker cleared.
and what we absolutely want to do is reinforce any
cleared.
ships that we've lost. Will be for this fleet. Yeah, which will be finished relatively soon.
Red
okay.
alert.
So,
Spaceport
entertainment
under
news.
fire.
We've docked to the very busy space station without incident, but once inside we've continued our investigation as part of the crowd. As we approach the gates of the central dome, a robotic attendant swabbed each of our hands before allowing us to pass with the other patrons. Inside we held an amphitheater of epic proportions. The bustling interior was crowded with a variety of sentient alien life forms, each focused on a central performance area. The show will soon begin. Okay, so these will be there 167 days.
Blocker cleared.
Yeah, so where is our... Oh, you are invading here. Good. With any luck, this will soon be completely ours. Oh, the 001
completed.
are also invading. Okay, that's cool. Hopefully it will be our planet, though. In fact, what is your... You are at... almost 100% exhaustion as well.
Blocker cleared.
So fingers crossed we'll be able to get the rest of that from you soon. Oh, and they've taken those ones.
Red
So
alert.
nothing to worry
Spaceport
about
under
there.
fire.
Okay, so we've got Whiteout on Tannic. So inside the sphere, there's nothing but white. Initial readings indicate an equal amount of every color on the spectrum is bombarding us from every direction at once. We have no way to determine our bearings. Our altimeters, depth gauges, and compasses are completely inoperable and clearly in error. Visually, there is absolutely no deviation from the empty whiteness surrounding us. Perhaps if we travel far enough, we can escape these distortions. Alternatively, we can explore this area in more detail with the help of a drone. Let's try the drone. And then the siege on Paradise. We were shepherded into a central chamber. A complex control panel housed several massive crustaceans, their pincers slotted with remarkable precision into a specialized interface. Each terminal contained a font of crystals, apparently manipulated by the sounds produced from deep within the crew members' chests. In the center of the room stood an admiral in tattered regalia. It barked a command and its subordinates broke into action. One of our research assistants was summarily restrained and scanned. To our horror, a probe was fatally stabbed through their feathers, extracting their brain whole. The organ was quickly passed to the crustacean leader, who impaled it in one of the crystals from their command structure. A ringing voice resonated from the crystals in our native language. It's time for talking. Who are you? We are explorers. Well, that's a shame. Oh, we've lost a couple more of our army. However, we're almost done. So, efficiency from buildings, that's great. Let's now go for the... Oh, we could do that again. Great resort worlds. Actually, maybe let's do that one first. And this is so close, it's almost ours.
To the universe.
New research. Let's go for the destroyer build speed. Great, and this is ours.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
Okay, and so now let's go here to 0. The land army is on 0-1. And then on this planet, management, we can get rid of that. We can also archives, admin hub. There's nothing special here. Let's actually replace you with research, since that's what we're doing anyway. And then I will add in nothing. This administrative park, let's do the... You know what, let's just leave it like that. Let's do upgrades to all of these. And then we'll just wait and see what else that needs. Okay, so Entertainment Nexus. No sooner had we taken our place with a troop of Vulpine mammalians in these sparkling costumes appeared on stage. After a short display of advanced gymnastics, a small wormhole appeared in the center of the stage. One daring acrobat dived inside just before the hole winked out of existence. Another wormhole appeared high above the crowd, ejecting the performer, who deftly tumbled to the ground. The other performers followed suit, weaving and catching one another in complex patterns through an ever-shifting series of wormholes. The crowd gasped as one of the acrobats slipped into a portal, severing a limb from their body as the wormhole closed. Just as they were about to hit the ground, the wounded performer disappeared through yet another wormhole. The severed arm dropped from the rafters, grabbing a trapeze as it fell and flinging itself into the air. The one-armed acrobat reappeared, leapt high, reattached their prosthetic in midair, and landed unappeared on the other performers in a grand finale. The crowd was very pleased, but it's a flippant use of impressive technology. Yeah. So, I'm thinking this is a good place to put a cut in the episode. I do hope that you've enjoyed this one. If you have, definitely please remember to like and subscribe. And, yeah. Hope you've enjoyed, and see you next time for another episode of Jamie Plays. Bye for now.